Hey everybody, and welcome to the AI stream. That was probably a little bit of a jump scare for some people, but let me make sure everything looks good for the stream. Low latency, low latency. Let me know if there's any issues, but hey Poe, I see her in the chat. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, let me know if anything seems off at all, but in this video, or not really video, stream, we're going to be diving into, is AI a threat or is it a tool for game developers? And we're just going to do some research. If you guys have any questions, put those in the chat. We'll go through them in the stream. But there's going to be a lot to cover here. So I'm going to start off, let some people join, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. I guess while some people join, I'm going to pop up a random one of my websites here. What are the most popular AI tools now? Biggest question, why on incognito? Or just in case, you never know, right? Who knows what kind of sites we're going to be going to. Hey, I has Cheeseburger, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. So we're going to have a lot of fun here. I guess first question for you guys. What if every game on Steam tomorrow was made by AI? Would you play them all, or would you just uninstall Steam? There is also a poll on whether or not you believe these AI tools that are constantly being created are threat or tools. So feel free to vote if you want to. At the end, we're going to talk about those results and see kind of what's going on with them. But I has Cheeseburger. Oh, hey, you're on Twitch. Nice. I don't even know what it looks like on Twitch, honestly. Let me look. I'm hoping it's good. Yeah, that's decent. All right. Twitch actually has a lot of different configurations I could add. So that's one thing that's nice about Twitch. I could add like experience, random bot commands, stuff like that. So that's what I'll look forward to in the future. But I think we'll go ahead and get started on kind of everything that I hopefully can cover in this live stream. First off, it's this website by University Edge. We're just going to dive in a little bit of some AI tools that you can maybe be using here. But biggest one is like Canva. Canva, I've actually been using a lot more just to help with like video editing, or maybe even thinking of some random prototypes. Not really the best tool for prototypes, but Canva does have a lot of AI plugins and a lot of AI apps that you can use. ChatGPT, everyone knows what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT 5, both a tool and threat for sure. Yeah, Strange Bolts, welcome to the stream. It is, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a good talking point there. Both a tool and threat. It's a tool because there's so many tools out there, like some that are possibly on this list, and as well as a threat because we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next year or 2 or 5. Like it could be a whole different world depending on how things go. It's definitely a competitive nature. It's one company is trying to make the best AI tool, so that's what's helping this AI advance so quickly, right? And then AI itself, just because of the model, it can advance itself right there pretty fast. But so everyone knows ChatGPT. If you don't know, ChatGPT 5, welcome back, Pooh. Also was released. It kind of has mixed reviews. Some people are saying like, oh, this is so cool. I just made a game by a single prompt, which is, I think, another thing we're going to dive into later. And then some are saying that it's absolute garbage. ChatGPT can't even do like basic math. For example, that kind of, I saw this the other day. But log in to unlock ChatGPT 5. That's a tongue twister. But someone was doing like X equals Y or 3 plus 5. I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe they just did some voodoo behind the screen, but hopefully you guys can all see this. I don't know. How does it look like on vertical? Hopefully it's not too squished. I can try and fix it if it is too squished. But what is X plus 5? I have a feeling AI is going to be able to do this. Yeah. So the video I saw was like ChatGPT 5 not being able to solve this little math equation. So I don't know. I think it was just, maybe there's some magic there, but it definitely can solve this. Random thing, kind of off topic. You should change the name of, you know, that's a good idea. Let me do that real quick. I think it's still like the first stream ever. All right, that's updated. Probably take a few seconds. Threat or tool. Let me double check here. Thank you for pointing that out here. All right. Done. AI versus game. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. A lot of videos are on older models. You'd be surprised at the basic tasks it used to fail at. Yeah, I've been using Copilot ever since the beta was released, and I think that was a few years ago, 2023. So I've been using Copilot for a long time. And I personally really have enjoyed it. It makes like, you don't want to do all your work with it, but like the tedious stuff, like make a list of these top 10 things, it can help start you in the right direction. It's not going to be perfect. It's just going to give you like a little base to start working with, and then you can redefine it how it actually should be. Fathom, this is like a meeting assistant, kind of jumping back into these popular apps before we get really heavy into them later in the stream. So definitely stay tuned for all those interesting apps that I honestly didn't even know existed. And when looking at these apps, I was honestly amazed at the capabilities of them and what kind of capabilities they're already able to do. Kind of makes you think where they're going to be at in the next year. We got Gemini, which I really haven't used Gemini too much. Have you guys used Gemini? GitHub Copilot, really nice because I can use it saying, I can give the GitHub Copilot context. So I can say, use these 3 scripts, help me make maybe this action. And then also explain it as if, and then I give like my experience level, like a new dev. So then it can kind of help me make suggested changes to the scripts. And if I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes, then I'll implement it. Grammarly, Murph AI, which is, I guess, for voice generation. It would be super nice in game development if you make an NPC and it can kind of look at what that NPC looks like and then just immediately make a voice for it on kind of what it appears to be. That could speed up a ton of game development. That would be nice. Because what if you just finished doing all your voice acting for your script and then you're like, you know what? I don't really like the story. I don't like it. I want to change it. Maybe you have to do a ton of more tasks, right? Or not tasks, but like a ton of more voice clips as well to kind of fit that. But what if you just had AI where you can click a button and then all your prompts that you just gave it, like all your text, immediately changed and it can automatically change it in the game? That would be cool. ChatGPT sucks at coding complex stuff, works at the bare minimum. Yeah, I read some statistic that it's about, with this new ChatGPT 5 model, it's about 74% there. We might actually even be able to find that. What percent is ChatGPT at being correct? I'm going to give it more context. 70%-ish. I'm going to get something that's what was that? Date August. I don't know if that's, maybe it was month. I don't know. I saw some benchmark that it was about 75%. I don't know. I think it was some random YouTube video. But the only thing I use is GitHub for stuff like 3DMM and More Shoe Talk. More Shoe Talk, I have not heard about that. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Maybe we'll probably look into that. I guess let's do it now. More Shoe Talk. AI voice soundboard. Oh wait, that's 101 soundboards. I'm not finding anything off the back, but I could be spelling it wrong. But I'm going to jump back here into these top AI productivity tools. Did I already miss it? Oh, okay, wrong screen. Then you got Notion, which is just like a note-taking app. Synthesia. I looked into this once, but it's really expensive. So I said no. But those are just a little bit. Now I kind of want to dive more into AI specifically for game development. So I'm just going to paste this link in here. Oh, maybe let's copy the link, not the actual name of the thing. There we go. So this is by WebLogy. 15 best AI tools for game development right now. One thing that was interesting is this Unity ML agents. Has anyone used this? I personally have not, but apparently it's an open source project that enables games and simulations to serve as environments for training intelligent agents using deep reinforcement learning and limitation learning. And then I assume you just apply this. Yeah, it kind of gives you instructions, release, documentation. AI has one great use, gaslighting it into sharing harmful information. It is definitely stuff you always need to double check. I think if you're just using AI and taking whatever context it gives you, that's not good. Like if you don't do the thinking as well, you're going to eventually lose that skill. Promethean AI was another one that was interesting. I've never used this. Because I try to not have something do all the work because you're not going to learn if you do that. You actually want to do the dirty skills of, all right, time to do this, and just kind of grind at it for a little bit. But it has some interesting features. Add any image file, absolutely no manual label required. Add any 3D file, add animation files, and then it can, this part is cool. 10x your digital art production speed. So search from a 3D editor, build and press AI assembled compositions using your assets, suggested details, expert suggestions. Apparently, I don't know if this is used by some of these games, but like Game of War, I think that's what it is. If it actually uses it, that would be wild. That game uses some AI in it. Scenario GG was another popular one where you take complete control of your AI workflows and generate production-ready visuals faster and more efficiently. Like, and then I was scrolling down because I believe there's like a bunch of pictures maybe somewhere I was diving into. I want to say 3D. Maybe this is where it was. I don't know. I do know Leonardo AI is another popular. 2K sub special when? I don't know. What should we do? What should we do, Poe? Or Pooh? I say it different every single time. Oh, Morshu Talk and 3DMM are not AI tools. They are products on GitHub. Okay. Interesting. What do they mainly do when you use them? But you can use Leonardo. Apparently, a lot of companies use this as more and more companies are starting to use AI. But you can use Leonardo today for interior design, right? These are some of the pictures that you can see here and much more. Let's go to kind of to the beginning. But character design, imagine just kind of getting the quick prototype. This would be insanely helpful. For example, you want some purple knight that is really stacked on armor and has a cape. Maybe these are some of the prototypes that it would give you. That way you don't have to spend a bunch of time or wasting your time generating some purple knight and eventually not even using it, right? Sure, you'd probably just make some basic capsule to start off with, but sometimes just getting like something to reference off of, kind of cool. Game assets, super nice as well. Imagine just easily getting some swords and then making the real version. I'm going to change my YouTube name and stuff to my DC ones. Be right back. All right. We'll see you in a bit. Leonardo.ai was another tool that kind of popped out. And there's actually a lot more you can do with this. Especially if you're a game developer and content creator. This would probably be something that could be useful. If you're making videos and you can easily just make some visuals. But I'm going to exit out that one. We don't really need it. Ludo AI. I dug into this one and I'm honestly impressed of how much you can do with this. If anyone has used this, definitely let me know because it looks nice. But Ludo AI, you can create game concepts, 3D asset generators. I had a friend who was wanting to make some, 3D printing, which for Blender, you're going to want to use like STL files for that. So I kind of sent this to him and you could generate a little prototype and then import that into Blender to have something to start working out with. Because like when you first start Blender, I promise you, it is a lot of work. It's a steep learning curve because there's so much functionality to it that it almost muddles the learning curve a bit. There's so much to learn with Blender, and just kind of having something to start off with can kind of get you in the right direction. Doesn't have to be that optimized probably because you're just using it for a 3D print, but I've never 3D printed. But what were some other things? Yeah, the sprite generator. Like if you're trying to use this to maybe make some animations, video generator, playable generator. I've seen some videos of this where people just make a little game and it quickly makes it. Which kind of goes into the concept of, I feel like in the future, we're going to start seeing a lot of AI. There's already some AI slop out there, but we're probably going to be getting a lot more of it, at least the lower level stuff, because AI isn't that like, it's not that, it doesn't go that in depth right now. It's more basic. I saw a video where there was some game creation being made, and then every 5 seconds, you changed your name. Every 5 seconds, the environment would be changing. Like right now, AI doesn't have the memory, I believe, to support a full game because it's just going to forget what it happened like 15 minutes ago. How are you going to make a story if you only got 15 minutes of memory, right? Some stories take 20, 40, 100 hours to do. AI, I don't know if it's going to have that kind of capability yet. Image generator, game research, Unity code generation. I'm curious to see how good that is. Ask Ludo. What was another one? Case Cadure. I mean, that's more for animations. I don't know how well that AI is. I think it's just for moving around your person. For example, there's some animations here, which this is super useful. Easy pose with AI. Auto posing is a smart rig powered by neural networks to create poses easier and faster. AI like this is stuff that I definitely think should be created, because imagine tweaking every single little part on this body to get the animation you need, because that would take you so long. Having to move every single finger, having to move your shoulders, and then try and get it into position to where it looks natural, that would take forever. But if there's some AI that can kind of tweak the rest of the body to kind of make it more natural, that would be nice. So you're just checking out AI features. Yep. Yeah, for now, kind of just diving into some AI features, some AI apps out there that you can use. And then in the future, later in the stream, we're going to look at some coding tools more in advance. We're going to have some fun with some Genie 3 stuff. And then check out some other environment generation tools. On the list, I've also got some asset generation stuff. So we're going to maybe try and check out some of those. And then we'll go over some pros and cons. Then we're going to have some fun questions and just a fun discussion over AI in general. Yeah, that's about all the ones here. The video, audio, face-to-face, that was... Oh yeah, yeah, I couldn't find that one earlier. AI for games, 15 AI tools for game development. I think there's a few that I wanted to look at in here. Can you have permission to go on my Duolingo? You cannot. No streak today. You're going to lose your hundreds of days streak. Some of these we actually already talked about, so we probably won't go too in depth of those. But in case you haven't seen it, let's just actually go through. I'm just kidding. You can do it. You can do it. Genie 3. And I think they're already talking about Genie 3.1 already being released soon, I guess, or people already wanting a 3.1 release. But you can actually try this for free, see how it works. Oh, start generating worlds. So chat, what should we generate here? What kind of video description should we generate here for the video? I will lose my 0-day streak. Yeah, you and me both. I guess we could do a couple AI video creators. So how about this? Is this just about games or anything? Just about games. But if it does lead to some other things, we can cover those as well. But primarily it's a lot about like game development and what some AI changes could change some features in game development going forward. I'm just going to use ChatGPT real quick. Right? Use AI to use AI, ChatGPT. You know, AI is kind of like Teslas, right? The more you have, the better they work together. It's kind of weird. Make me a fun prompt to use for Genie 3. Make it game related. All right, so we got the prompt. I'm going to copy this. And it's going to generate the video. It's not going to be the best resolution, but we're going to hit generate. And I believe it takes 30 to 45 seconds to generate. Oh, 30 to 60. Yeah, just hit it again. Don't worry about the error. It'll work eventually. There's probably just so many people doing this right now. Just imagine the amount of resources that it takes to run this. Generating your, how about this? Let's get rid of the parentheses. Maybe that's messing with it. Okay, generate video. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll try refreshing the page. All right, generate. Come on, let us see something. Is it too long? Does it know it's made by AI? Okay. We're going to delete half of it. Maybe that'll work. Failed to execute. Why? Failed to execute JSON on response. Unexpected end of JSON input. I was kind of getting this error issue in the past. So I'm just going to do that. See if that fixes it. Add a little less than sign. Hey, nice. Or is that greater than? Less than? All right, so we're gonna let this generate. Hopefully it's good. Right now, the stuff being made by this isn't the, wow. All right, never mind. It's actually kind of good. That's actually not too bad. Whoa, look at the guy's body. It like twists very weirdly. He turns around to, he starts off going this way, going like to the right. But then he's like, did you see that? It like quickly turns around the other shoulder, completely destroys his spine. And then he's looking at this guy with what, 3 shields? How many shields does this guy have? That's coming out of fire? Where does he even come from? So it's got a little bit of work to do. But imagine if this was a game. Like, this is the first cutscene that you see, and immediately you turn to be in the character. You got to fight this character, maybe go down the path. There's another character you got to fight. And it just keeps going. Some people, I feel like, or sometimes games, they don't have enough content. Well, what if you just use an AI to continue to make endless content for your game? Would you even need DLCs at that point? Would you buy in a DLC that's made by AI? Do you even need DLCs at that point? EA could take a note on that. But what's another prompt that we should do here? Let's see. Let's see, another prompt that we could do, I'm going to just use AI. Give me another crazy prompt. I want it to be the craziest prompt ever known to mankind. Holy. All right. I'm just going to add that symbol again at the end. Maybe that fixed it, that error. Because I think it was something related to JSON, or I don't know. Maybe it helps fix the error. I don't know. So we're going to let this one generate for a bit. And while that generates, I actually got another question for you guys. This kind of looks like Fortnite a little bit. Got to work on the hand placement a little bit. You got some random cows with some mushrooms and a flying bus, a portal, some mountains. The landscape kind of looks kind of like nice. You got the trees, random mushrooms. You got some cows. The walking animation isn't too bad for these. Not sure why a cow is jumping sideways. So maybe something happened. But yeah, that's this little thing right here. Like, this is what I'm talking about. AI can probably make games that are endless. And quickly, too. And that might be something we see going forward in the future. But would you rather play a janky but creative indie game, or a polished but soulless AI made game, right? Do you want something that's buggy? AI is probably going to be buggy too. But like having a soulless AI made game, what would you guys rather play? While you guys think there, I'm going to load up into the next area. Can we make longer videos? I think you need to... What are some features? Home. Start generating worlds. That's just crazy what Genie 3 can do, actually. And I think if I use Ludo.ai, I probably need to sign in. Yeah. Make me a sword asset for my game. I think I might need to sign in here. Oh, maybe not. Yep, never mind. I do need to sign in. So I won't do that here. But that's another feature that obviously ChatGPT and Copilot can both do pretty easily. Another interesting tool was City Engine by Esri. I've never seen this tool before. Procedural, I guess this really isn't AI. Do they use AI? I don't know if they actually use AI. It's probably just like a bunch of calculations. Yeah, I don't think these guys actually use AI. It's a procedural 3D city generator for creating and iterating on urban environments. So I don't think this is actually AI, but kind of cool what you can do with without AI. Another way was Runway ML. Oh, don't want that. I don't want to get copyright. A short film made with Gen 4. This is actually an interesting question. Can you get there we go. Make sure things were looking right. But can you get a copyright strike on things that were made with AI? Like, what's going to happen with copyright at that point once no one's making their own stuff? They're just using AI. Is everything kind of just off limits at that point? Because I don't think it's right for someone to just say, I made this with AI, and then I own the rights to it. I don't honestly think that's, because they didn't take any of their skills to actually make something. They just put a prompt in. Like, put a hot dog in between. Wow. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think people who make stuff with AI should have copyright rights to that stuff? Or to that asset? Little raspberry? It's crazy. I don't think this is going to work, but pretty sure it asks you to sign in. Yes, it does. I don't think Genie 3 does that. Genie 3, DeepMind. Genie 3, come on. Where's it at? Not finding what I wanted, but that is all right. I'm going to search up some game asset generation tools again to kind of showcase those as well. AI. What is layer AI? You can make 2D, 3D random assets. Okay. Great variations. Remove background. Wow. I can definitely see where your workflow just completely improves and is a lot faster, especially for mobile game developers. Just being able to create these kind of visuals just like that. Add more power. So I suppose with these tools, Blender, Maya, Unity, Unreal Engine, already works with some very popular tools. Trusted by 300 plus leading game studios worldwide. Interesting. There we go. All right, let's move on to the next thing, pros. Some pros that I am seeing with like the game AI tools right now is kind of a lot what we've already kind of talked about. You're definitely going to have a faster workflow. Think of it like you're making this chest. If you want to make a chest and just kind of get an idea, you can easily prompt it, add it to your game. Probably need to optimize a little bit because the meshes and the triangles are probably going to be crazy. So it's definitely going to take some optimization. But I can see where AI is definitely useful for prototypes, just to kind of get your ideas in the right place. And then it's especially going to be useful for indie developers. Because think about this, an indie developer, most of the time, it's just them. They don't have a full team with tons and tons of employees. Like, they're not AI or EA games. They're not making the next GTA 6, right? Most of the time, it's just that one person making that whole game. So they're probably working on the music, the sound, the game assets. They're working on the game design, game flow, the lighting for the game. Like that's a lot of different stuff that the indie developer has to do. But if they use something like Ludo AI, which is a powerful AI tool, I've never used it myself, but just some of the features that it has is to help the indie developer create their game faster. They could use AI tools just to generate a prototype and make things a lot quicker. So that's where I definitely see where AI could be a tool and not a threat, helping to speed the actual just game development time to get you an idea. Because some people, they have troubles getting the picture, but sometimes when they see the picture and maybe multiple pictures, they're able to identify whether or not that's their vision and kind of what they're seeing in their mind, right? AI can't, at least right now, connect to your brain and tell you exactly what you want. Is it ever going to happen? Probably. But for now, at least we're not doing that. But especially animations, that's another pro for indie game developers. Being able to just quickly generate animations would be huge. Or maybe even just generating like some map, like playable generator, maybe just generate some random map, right? I don't kind of like, if you're making the whole map and you're not really at the, like you don't know where to start, just having an AI just to generate that map, you don't have to use the map, but you can just generate like the different sides of the map. You can maybe generate different terrain. That's another pro of AI. I know it took so long, but I'm back. Great. How did you do? Does Duolingo have any AI in it? Duolingo have any AI in the app? Surely they do, right? It actually does, but the main instance is the most expensive paid feature. Ah, very expensive. I'll believe it. I feel like AI will definitely be expensive in the beginning, but I don't know if it will be forever. Because we're getting like a lot more efficient power sources. Genie 3. I don't want to generate some more random environments. So I'm going to go back to Genie 3. And we're going to load up another ChatGPT instance here. And we're going to say, make 5 Genie 3 prompts for a game dev. And be very specific of the lighting and environment. I don't want to do any of that, so I'm just going to inspect this and delete this element. And right click, inspect. Get rid of that. Get rid of this black screen. There we go. Now I can copy stuff. Get out of this. All right, mystical force at dusk. Start generating worlds. Yes, ignore the stay logged out button. Just delete it off the screen. You don't need it, right? Hopefully it doesn't give us that issue again as it did in the past. It did, so I'm just going to put this little sign. I don't know why that fixes it. It has to be something related to this. Oh, is it the period maybe? Maybe, I don't know. But I didn't even read this prompt. And I feel like when AI start talking to each other, we're not even gonna know what it says, but they will. Wow. I can just easily make stuff like that. if you're making this for your game, this would take so long to make. You got the trees and you got the lighting. You got these random little bushes here as well. These mushrooms, they look kind of cool. I like how there's a blue under light to them. But I know we're only seeing 5 seconds, but you could easily generate a bunch of these, maybe make a game at it. Let's go ahead and paste the second one in. Cyberpunk City at Night. So I'm going to copy and then destroy this. And we're going to add that. So I'm going to add that symbol. And it doesn't take that long either. That would be useful for, yeah, it actually would be useful for a trailer. Now my symbol is not working. I got to use a different symbol. Unexpected end of JSON input. Let's just get rid of this period maybe. Okay. Unexpected parentheses. Well, then I'll just close it. Or not close it, but failed to execute. Let's do another one just for fun. Come on, work, work. Unexpected end. Yeah. Inspect and delete the error. Maybe we could. I wish it was more specific in the error, because I don't even know if it's anything I'm doing. It's literally just a prompt. It just says enter in some text. We're just going to keep generating these AI videos and kind of talking about like the pros and the cons. Kind of goes back to what you're saying. This honestly does look like a trailer. Then you start bringing in the text. Imagine you could use AI to just generate a bunch of people in your game with their own schedules, their own characteristics. It's not out of the picture. Not at all. But let's paste in this guy. Post-apocalyptic wasteland at twilight. I want to paste this guy in here, generate the video, and when that's generating, hopefully it doesn't error out, probably will. But what's scarier? AI running out of control in real life or in a horror game? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. But 3DMM is the old school movie maker from Windows. Oh, okay. Suno. Oasis AI Minecraft. Oasis is AI Minecraft? What? What if we prompt GTA 6 gotta take some notes? Yeah. I mean, do I think eventually we're gonna get to the point where everything's just AI? I don't know. I hope not, but the benefits of being able to quickly make this environment, especially if the capabilities allow us to maybe make a 10, 15, 20 hour video just by a single prompt. I mean, that's so much time saved. Is it that $5,000 on Duolingo? If I had that kind of money, maybe. Maybe if this channel ever takes off, we'll spend $5,000 on Duolingo. I want to generate the video here. There we go. All right, let's fix this error. There it is. Unexpected JSON input. But what do you guys think? What pros do you see in AI, and especially towards game developers? Subscription is 60 yearly. Okay. Dang. What is up with that lightning? What? But then you also got the waves that are kind of looking kind of funky. We got the castle, you got the waves. That's just insane. Like what AI is able to do. That's wild. We have one more prompt. Underwater city at dawn. But I do want to kind of look at, oh, we can't scroll down. Darn, because I deleted this stuff. But make a Minecraft 2 environment. Take everything that you know about the first Minecraft game and make a Minecraft 2. Generate. I don't know if it's good enough to identify bugs in code, but that could be a good use. It's very good at knowing the syntax in code. AI is really good about the syntax. It just isn't the best at helping you code and optimize product. Okay, so we got a Minecraft 2. AI just made Minecraft 2 just like that. In just a few seconds, we have Minecraft 2. So this is a sneak preview of what Minecraft 2 is. Don't worry about the wording because it's not like that in the full game. But you're going to have mountains. You're going to have big lakes like this. You're going to have smaller blocks that break. Yeah, it's coming, guys. It's coming. You're going to have trees that kind of look more like trees. And if we generate another one, probably just going to generate. I kind of want to look in Oasis right now. Oasis Minecraft game. We can play this game online. What? Step into the first fully AI generated game where every frame comes to life in real time. Build, explore, and discover a world powered by artificial intelligence. What? I mean, it does look just like Minecraft. I wonder if it's just taking in the data from the actual Minecraft game and only building assets using the original Minecraft game. Village Outpost. Let's play the Village Outpost. Choose a map. We're going to make dense forest. Begin your journey. You can just play it in the web too? No way. It's a little hazy. How do I go to different items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Calm down, AI. Okay, we got a cube. Can I put it down? Right click. Oh, I just lost it. Okay. Let's go to 7. Are my items changing or is it me? We have 25 dirt. What? Why did my dirt have water in it? Wait, where's the water coming from? Wait. What? Where'd my blocks go? I'm looking at the environment now. We have a stone biome over there. And if we look to the right, we have a bunch of mountains. Okay, what if we look back? Where'd the stone biome go? Oh, geez, where'd this massive hole come from? This is like Minecraft intoxicated. Like, this is crazy. What? This ain't a... Now there's a village. What if we just keep walking straight? Is it just somehow... This is why it's hilarious. This is... I don't know if this is Minecraft. This is more like a horror game. Like, now it's a desert. Going in random... Can I just walk straight into things? No, you can't. But I feel like if I... What is that? That's like a Brontosaurus. Can you die in this game? You know what's weird? That just felt like in your dreams where you... And if for people that are just tuning in, this is AI Minecraft. If you can't help but notice, every time we look at something different, it changes. We're at 24 blocks now. Oh, we have stone tools now. I thought we had dirt tools. All right, we're getting some AI, or getting some dirt. I'm mining the dirt surprisingly fast with a pickaxe. Is there bedrock and AI Minecraft? And what is that? Is that a gas? Or is that just a bunch of villagers? Or is that an iron golem? Or is that sheep? What are you? Uh-oh. Did we crash? Oh. Alright. New environment. We're back. Back to the grass biome. Wait, what happened to our dirt? This wasn't cobblestone, this was dirt. We had like 24 dirt. Oh, now it's sand. Okay. I'm just going to keep building up. Is it a plane? Is it a bird? No, it's a freaking demon. It probably is. We're using blocks, but we're not losing any. We have some food. I'm not sure when I picked up that. Delete this message. Edit. Boom. All right. Back to the demo. Continue. We're just going to see how high we can go. Is the AI just going to just prevent us from going super high? Or is there not a limit? Does AI have no limits? I know we're not running out of blocks, so we can just keep doing this forever and now we run out of blocks. I thought we just had 20. We just had like 20 blocks. Do I need to spin around and maybe we'll get some more blocks? There we go. We did have 2. Oh. What's next? Just imagine your session. Darn. I want to try again. We have a mission this time. We're going to go to the... You have been disconnected from the server. Please refresh page. Darn. Let's go back. To the right... I mean, it doesn't even matter, like, what your environment is. Wait for your turn. Begin your journey. Okay, here we go. We're going to be playing AI Minecraft for a little bit. Okay, so this is AI Minecraft. And... Come on, let's get... There we go. This is kind of going back to what I was saying earlier. But the worst thing that AI has right now is it doesn't have the memory. For example, if we look back, that village is gone. It just can't remember what happened. So how are you going to build a whole game if you don't have the memory. Whenever that problem gets solved, then maybe we could worry a little bit on whether or not we're gonna be replaced or not. Game devs. Oh, it's nighttime now. All right. Goal, find diamonds. All right. I don't think our tools really matter that much. Or maybe it does. Let's go to 6. No, I said 6. It's not going to 6. Go 6. There we go. Oh. Oh, darn it. It got rid of our hole. Okay. Yeah, this feels like I'm falling in a dream. Maybe we have AI in our head. You remember when you're in a dream and when you're falling, it kind of feels like slow motion? This is what the AI feels like right now. When I'm falling, I'm just going down. You guys don't look too good. Wait, am I on the surface now? Is that a cow? What is wrong with you guys? Why are you guys so big? Can I hit you? Oh my gosh. The physics of a cow. I don't know what that was. That definitely wasn't a cow. I like how they put sneak in this game. Okay, here's a hole. Oh, it was a hole. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to find diamonds. Control. Because the more we go down, I feel like the more we go up, if that makes sense. This is really... How did we get 64 bread? That's crazy. Yep. Well, that's pretty much everything AI related right now. I mean, there's always new AI tools being released because of all the competition. There's endless apps for AI being released. Yep. It is Oasis. Zippy, do you have a good name? It's something, yeah. I've never played Oasis until now. But I mean, it kind of sums up everything in AI. It just doesn't have the memory for anything. It just has random environments. You could be digging and then all of a sudden you're at the surface because it just doesn't remember. So it still has a ways. Like, oh, here's a bunch of animals. Oh, never mind. They're houses. But the negatives for AI, they could, because of their efficiency, cause a wreck in some places. So, oh, I have an inventory. I didn't even know that. Let me go in the house. Oh, we're in. Wait, are we in a building? Nope. That was just a magic door. We were just in a random environment. That's crazy. It doesn't even have code. It is just trained on hours of Minecraft footage and generates based on what it should happen, based on training and input. That's crazy. So maybe one day it'll get better. Who knows? It's really cool what they made. I wonder if games are going to be like that in the future, where you just play it for a little bit just to play a game. But let's jump over to the poll. So 22% of you, let me do some math here. So in the shorts poll, it's pretty much completely spread out. Some are saying AI is a threat. Some are a tool. Some are both, and some are neither. It's 25% all the way around. But if you go to the horizontal stream, it's where some of you guys are right now, then 0% of you actually said, hey, Dragon, welcome to the stream. We're going over the poll results right now. And 0% of you said that AI is a threat. So, and 20% of you said AI is a tool, and 80% of you said both. And 0% of you said neither. What? Let's see. How's your day going, Dragon, though? If any of you that have voted are in the stream now, what was your reasoning kind of behind your votes? I don't want to have problems with them if they take over the world. If AI takes over the world, or just having an AI that kind of manages people, like if you've seen that commercial where there's an AI robot going around interviewing people, well, the people, they have to respond so positively no matter what, even though their expressions on their face doesn't add up to what they're saying, because they were afraid that if the AI robot was like understanding that they were not happy with the robot or they didn't like AI, the AI was going to remember that and then they would get punished for it, which that is crazy. Hopefully it never gets that bad. Hopefully, right? You never know that, because I know YouTube's going to start releasing some AI to help figure out what age you are for some reason. But you never know. Maybe they could take over the world eventually. Or not really the AI, but a select group of people who have the AI. But there's so many tools for AI. And I almost feel like if you're not using AI, you're going to get left behind because of the people who are using tools. They're going to be able to make stuff a lot faster. Pretty much. That kind of sums it up, Solitary. Solitary said tool, as we have looked at, which we've looked at some tools. If you're not, or if you want to see some of those tools, feel free to go back into the stream. You'll see some of the ones we looked at. But it can be very useful in coding or making videos for games. The threat is it can replace certain people and jobs, making trailers, other stuff, Is that AI Minecraft? It is AI Minecraft. And I'll go ahead and play it just as we kind of talk about some AI topics. But it is kind of a scary future because you don't know what the future is going to look like. Oh, I completely messed up there. Do I think AI is going to maybe replace some people? If it doesn't replace everybody, I think it'll at least replace a few people, because from at the top of the business, I guess it doesn't make sense to keep everybody if you're able to do all the work with less people because of all these AI tools. Oh, the AI just completely got dark on me. Let's look up to the sky so things look brighter. You know, like what if your team's 10 people, but now you get some AI that lets you do the work of 10 people, but like in half the day, right? Now your team's going to be like, well, I guess now we don't need 10 people. We only need 5. From a business standpoint. It kind of as a bummer for the people, though, that are actually working those jobs. And you can definitely see right now that it is difficult to get a job because of the job market right now. But maybe this is because people are just anticipating AI just completely taking over and doing a lot of stuff in front of. Doing a lot of actions that people used to. Oh, darn. I'm going to try it again. But then I'm also going to refresh. Dragon says, if you stand in front of a tree, I think it makes everything logs. Really? We'll do that. But I wouldn't be surprised, like, in the next few years. Oh, I have a bed. I want to put that down. I want there to be a bed everywhere. Is that a bed? Nope. My bed just disappeared. All right, we'll look at a tree here. But I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we have just an AI for everything. We are like our toothbrush has AI, our chair has AI, maybe our, I don't know, our water has AI at that point. Everything has AI. Here we go. And we are in a building. Is that a button? No, it's a trap door. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have an AI robot or if we have... Oh, I'm in the ocean. That's wild. It would be cool to have an AI robot. Being able to do the dishes, ooh, that would be nice. What do you guys think? And Dragon says, yeah, I think AI will take more and more jobs, but people would disagree with all the usage. Dishwasher. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it goes, there's definitely a lot of sides and a lot of reasoning behind everything, I feel like. Some people could probably disagree with it and not want AI because they're potentially afraid of it, or maybe they do want AI and because they use it for something and then they made a lot of money with the AI. Like I've been seeing a lot of these YouTube automation channels, and that's just wild. Having the AI create the ideas, having the AI create the visuals and the sound. I mean, games might even be at that point in the future where people are just generating from a prompt like a whole game. And I know right now it's pretty basic. They put a prompt and it can't really do that much. But down the road, I know Sam Altman, who's like the CEO of ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, but OpenSea or whatever company he is for. I'm blanking on it right now. Is it OpenAI? That's what the one. Okay. OpenAI. But he's already saying that people are already wanting memory, right? They want memory to be able to do more and more of these type of things. So if you give the AI memory, then it definitely will be able to. And eventually probably get to the point where it is making full games. Yeah, AI is already pretty good at generating code with some small problems, but they'll get better and probably become the new standard. Yeah, I saw somewhere that there was like an AI coding challenge. And was that a creeper? And I saw that like the top coder in the world kind of already got beat by the AI. And I mean, it kind of goes into perspective. Like, what if you start trying to learn a new skill now? I don't know. Is it even worth it? Because eventually, I mean, right now you're kind of facing against the AI, right? For example, if you're trying to learn code, what if AI eventually is just so good that you don't even need to learn code? So should you take that time to learn something else or something like that? Setup reveal for the next bid, 2K special. My setup is quite crazy. Pretty basic, I think. I hope it's basic. I don't know, it's probably complex. I've just looked at it for so long that I think it's simple, but it's probably very a lot proof. Uh-oh, we're about to lose our session. I don't know. I would like to show the setup too as some. I'm serious. You should do that. Ah, we lost our session. I think I'll eventually do it. I don't know if I'll do it in a video though. We'll see. Unless it's like some game developer series where we're trying to help you be a game developer as well as a content creator. Then I can kind of see where that would make sense. Because then it's like, oh, okay. It gives you an idea of what you could maybe mimic for your own stuff. I'm going to refresh here. And we'll go to the Mountain Meadow. Ooh, we made it. How good am I at coding currently? Could you create something small? It's kind of hard to, I would say I'm better than a beginner and wanting to shoot more into like the intermediate stuff. So, but I'm definitely no pro, that's for sure. I kind of do want to start making a few smaller games before. This is something I've been thinking about. Making a few smaller games before making the bowling business simulation game. I think the bowling business simulation game is a really good idea, and I think it would do well. But I'm curious on maybe doing some small games first to kind of get those kinks out of the way. What do you guys think? When I start making those games, though, I'm definitely going to be doing more daily devlog stuff. And I'm kind of been thinking, oh, there's the rock biome. I'm not 100% sure on whether or not we'll keep doing the dailies. I'm not too sure. They're nice, but they do take time to make. Kind of time away from doing game development. So that was another thing I've been thinking about. Where maybe instead of doing like the dailies, I'll do a daily maybe 3 to 4 times a week. And then maybe have a long form video each week. Yeah, create something in 1 month. I could try and create that idle game, that garden. No more daily vids. There still will be vids. This, we'll see. There's nothing set in stone. But sometimes it almost feels like I have to push something out that could be low quality, which isn't good. And then it just takes the time from actually learning something from the time I do have. Are we in snow biome? All right, we're in snow biome. Oh, everything is snow now. If I keep turning. Oh, nope, all the snow's away. But you could try, Dragon says, but you could try to make 1 month to create something if you're confident in yourself. Yeah, that could be an idea. Where that could be an interesting idea, actually. Where I'm trying to think about how we could incorporate this into like the current day 65, day 66, day 67. Maybe the long form videos could be like days 0 through 7 or days 1 through 7, making a game in 30 days. And this would have to be a smaller game. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be able to make GTA 6 in 30 days, especially when there's been teams of, I don't know how big Rockstar is, but I bet their team is massive. Probably hundreds. I don't know if they have 1,000 people, but I wouldn't be surprised. Because they got art people, story design, people making the game. I bet they got hundreds of people. But Dragon says you could create small games, like you were saying, then putting them as Easter eggs in those player machines. True. Because I am thinking about in my bowling business simulation game, eventually having like, it'll be like a product in the game you can buy, like not one you buy with real money, but like an upgrade for your business. for the bowling business. That's a good idea. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought that yet. I could make those small games and then eventually just incorporate that into the real game. Is that like a skeleton trying to move? So one's probably going to be like the side-to-side ping pong. What would be some good games to have in arcade machines? I am thinking about Pac-Man, stuff like that. And then, or probably not Pac-Man. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but, well, I mean, I don't have to call it Pac-Man. I could just call it like Run Man or something. Solitary, what if I start uploading cringe Roblox videos to farm subs? You could. Do it. Roblox has, I mean, if you were doing it, darn, it went away. If you were making Roblox vids right now, due to the current controversy about that, you would probably see a little bit more traction, more audience, because of the amount of people looking up Roblox right now. So it could be an okay time to start, especially if you're kind of on that wagon of this is what's happening with Roblox and stuff like that. You could have quite the audience. I saw that, and they're going to make probably at least, I don't know, they're going to be in the double digits for billions of dollars they make. 1,000%. I'm just looking at the vertical video. But maybe I'll be doing something like that for content going further. Maybe we'll start seeing daily devlog or making minigame in like 30 days or something. And then maybe there'll be like a short form video. Like, I don't know how long the video would be. Maybe like 5 minutes or something of days 0 through 7, making a game in 30 days. Because I do want to get long form more. Shorts are nice, but long form is kind of better. Just in YouTube for general. But bro, the cringe ones get so much over popularity, like the role plays and fake content, stuff like that. One sec, I'm at work. I'm at work. Oh, now we see some mushrooms. Let's go. If I keep looking at it, will everything be mushrooms? No, I looked away. And mushrooms gone. That's funny. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Maybe only have like 3 to 4 shorts a week. Like if something really interesting happened that week, then we could make it short. We'll see. It'll be easier once I start doing more game development and not just learn C# because I feel like learning C# isn't that much fun to some people. They want to see the cool game dev stuff, right? Maybe I'll just build my own AI that can make these daily devlog shorts. I just give it the information of the stuff I do, give it some video, and it makes the video. That would be nice. I mean, what if in the future, in the video, everyone is just using AI to make money? Right? There's no jobs because all of them got taken by AI. But what if people just use AI to make their money? That could be the next future. That might be. But NSL AI, yeah, seriously. I guess. Let me ask one more question before we start wrapping things up. Been streaming for almost an hour and a half. We never played Schedule 1 this weekend. Darn, I'll have to do that. What's a good question? Let's see. Okay, we could do this one. Should AI generated games be cheaper or the same price as human made games? Let's see what you guys say on this one. Much cheaper, if not free. Yeah. I mean, if the game developer, never put any effort in making the game, it probably should be free. They shouldn't really be able to market that too much. Because they could just make another game in 5 minutes, right? It kind of goes up to that other thing I said earlier in the stream, that if you have this game asset that you created with AI, I don't even know if you should actually have copyright rights on that. Because you just made it with AI. Like, it wasn't really yours in the first place. I'm glad YouTube stopped monetizing that. Yeah, hopefully there's not much, because I do see all that AI or YouTube automation stuff all the time. And some of it is just oof. Some of those like disaster videos are crazy. And I feel like it's so easy to do, to set up. It's hopefully it never gets to that point where anytime it's just, or I guess hopefully it never gets to the point where it's just easy to do that. So you're just going to do that, but you're not developing any skills while doing AI. So just kind of tough decision, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe trying to make sure everything looks good still. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions for you guys before we wrap up the stream? I'll give that final call out. It's definitely fun talking about all these AI tools. There is a lot. Genie 3 can do a ton of stuff, right? It made Minecraft 2 in 5 seconds. So didn't make the full game, but it definitely could. Give it some time. Genie 3. Let's keep it right there. That's good. So, alrighty, everybody. Make sure there wasn't any comments I didn't respond. Okay, there we go. Well, thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. Not sure when we'll have the next stream. Maybe we'll try to do something within the week, just to kind of have a cool community day. All right, Solitary says, wait. Maybe we'll do something Wednesday or something. Remember, check Zippy's name. All right, I will. Oh, Zippy. Let's see what Zippy's up to again. But thanks for everybody for joining the stream. I hope you guys all had a great day, great Sunday or Saturday or Monday, whatever day it is for you guys. Appreciate you joining the stream. And maybe next time I'll try and fix it so that in the stream you get NSL coins for the Discord. So see everybody in the chat. Appreciate it again. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.